Hello, we're doing more of these videos. My name is Kosofsky. I'm the Nonprofit Fixer on the Nonprofit Fixer channel, and I'm part of Mind the Gap Consulting. So we're doing a series of videos on topics that I think are interesting. This is another one that is linked to a blog post that I made called "What the heck does capacity mean for a nonprofit?" It seems like this really nebulous word and not a lot of folks know what capacity means. So when you're filling out a grant or when you're trying to explain capacity to someone, it is helpful to know what exactly is included in that. So I'm going to give you a rundown of a bunch of the different categories and then link you to the blog post for more detail on these different areas. So when we talk about capacity, we mean the extra things you need in order to reach your goals. So in a nonprofit's case, it's the extra stuff you need in order to reach your mission. So this is a whole bunch of stuff. The first one is money. Of course, money is always at the top of the list. There are a few things you can't do without more money and more time. But money is absolutely something that will help grow your capacity if you spend it well. Also training. If your staff and board have more information and more training, they will do a better job, whether it's using certain tools or filling out certain forms or grants or better ability to serve the client population. In any of these situations, training is really important for building your overall organizational capacity, including management training. Also leadership development, speaking of management training, making sure that your organization is poised to be able to move people up the organization should the executive director leave or the board chair leave. You want more leaders within your organization. A strong team at the staff and board level means strong capacity. Another element of capacity is financial management. Having good systems for your finances and having a CPA on your board and having good financial data gives you power and information. If all of your donations are photographs of checks in a drawer somewhere, you don't have as much capacity as someone with QuickBooks and monthly reports. Also space. If your organization is just everyone living at home or everyone meeting in some break room of someone else's office, that's not going to give you as much capacity as an organization that has room to really grow and have meetings and think and invite guests over. So you need to have space to do the work. Another element of capacity is technology. Of course, this is everything from a great website, great donor management system, and internal systems for communicating with each other. There's way more systems than just these, but these are some areas of technology. Luckily for nonprofits, a lot of these things are cheap or free. Also relationships. If you are in coalition with many organizations, or if you know people at the mayor's office or in the White House or you're a member of Congress, having relationships deepens your capacity because it provides opportunities for you to get more done. So build relationships all over the place to build your capacity. Also, flexibility. Having an organization that allows you to move money around, move programs around, or pivot whenever you need to, that kind of flexibility means you have more capacity. Another bucket of work in terms of capacity is just time to think. Believe it or not, having the emotional and professional space to go somewhere and think about the movement or think about your organization and to think about your growth. Having time to think means you have capacity. Most people are running around with like a chicken with its head cut off trying to solve problems, and that does not help the organization as much as space and time to think. So organize the work in such a way that you can find space to think about the work. Also, program delivery. Can you deliver your programs outside of your neighborhood? Can you deliver them online? Can you deliver them all over the country in multiple ways, multiple languages? The more you can deliver your programs, the more capacity you have. Also, fundraising. Fundraising capacity is huge. Do you even have the ability to use volunteers, or are you understaffed in that area? Can you secure an event venue for a gala? Do you have the money for a sophisticated donor database system? There are many, many things that fall under fundraising in many little categories. So when you're talking to funders or anyone about capacity, you'll want to be developing this area too. Board, a strong board. If you have a board that is diverse by skill set and race and geography, and they are all experts in their field, and they bring important elements of the work to the board, that means you have stronger capacity. So if you have a lawyer and an HR professional and a CPA on the board, you are probably having a stronger capacity than an organization that does not have that infrastructure. Finally, the ability to tell your story. This is a communications challenge. So if your organization has the ability to tell the stories of the people you serve and to reach out with newsletters and video and blog posts and to do speaking around the region, that ability is more capacity. And the more capacity you have to tell your story, the more capacity you have to bring people into your work. So that's it for this video, but those are some of the big buckets of capacity. There are many more. Follow this link below to the to the blog post about this topic, and you can find a little bit more at our website also. And thanks for listening. Share this with your friends. Take care.